Newcastle International Motordrome tonight sees the return of the Winged Warriors, the sprint cars that have really set heartbeats pulsing in the Newcastle spectators over the last couple of weeks with the Australian Championships. And now the Americans are here tonight, 4 American stars on the one program. 3 of the stars driving for the very famous Trossel team from the United States, Rick Unger, Tim Green and Jack Hewitt, Jack the Jet, who we see so often in the production sedans, but behind the wheel of his favourite sprint car division tonight. The other American driving for a different team, driving for the Gambler Chassis Company and trying to beat his compatriots in the $5,000 Sprint Car International Challenge shootout this evening. The Australians, well, headed by Gary Rush. What a magnificent performance to win his 5th Australian title. George Tatnall will be here, Bob Kelly, and the interstate driver Bill Sutherland from Western Australia has stayed on for the titles to make this a meeting to be remembered tonight. Gary Rush and Bob Tunks and Bob Blacklaw. 35 Callahan, 11 Scott, 54 Tunks, 39 Bolt, 23 Sutherland, 55 Becker, 92 Walsh and 60 Black. They go, the green flag sends them through turn 1 and 2 and down the back, and Graham Scott has the lead. The Western Australian Sutherland's not going to sit back there for too long though, and there's a driver going for a bit of a spin sideways. It was Bobby Tunks. He gets back onto the track all right though, but I think the guy to keep your eye on is the WA 23 of Bill Sutherland, who's powering his way up into 2nd place at the moment and setting out after the leader. Terry Becker's giving him chase in 3rd place, and Bob Tunks is coming through into 4th. Graham Scott's the leader in the number 11. WA 23, Bill Sutherland looking to pick him up on the inside. Becker into the wall, bounced off the wall and down into 4th place, and the Western Australian Sutherland takes up the lead. Sutherland scooting away from them now. Then comes Scott, followed by Tunks. Becker is next, then Walsh, followed by Bolt and Callahan, the last car on the pack. Down the back straightaway, through turn 3-4, the race leader is the Western Australian Sandgroper, Bill Sutherland, and he leads away by about 30 or 40 metres on Graham Scott, although Bob Tunks slides through on the inside to move up to 2nd now. Graham Scott relegated back to 3rd. Terry Becker, who had a clout with the wall, is starting to come back into calculations in 4th place, and then comes Ross Bolt sitting right behind them there, trying to slide through on the inside, and John Walsh coming through quickly too to move up into 5th place, passing Bolt, and Callahan at the back of the pack. Down main straightaway, 4 to go from here, and Bill Sutherland completes the hut, number 23 from Western Australia, the leader. 54, Bob Tunks is off and out after him. 55, Becker is running 3rd, and John Walsh in the 92 is right behind in 4th place. But Sutherland has opened up a big break. Tunks is clear of the pack and setting out after him, but he's given Sutherland far too much start. Well, comparing the 2 cars in sound, there's no comparison in there. Sutherland, you can hardly hear him when he goes past. Bob Tunks is roaring and belching out noise. Sutherland screams past, and Tunks howls past. Then comes Walsh in the 92. 55 is Becker. Forget the rest. Here's the checkered flag for the WA 23 of Sutherland. 54 is Tunks. 92 is Walsh 3rd. 55 is Becker 4th. Right, we're standing by for the 8 laps of the French Brothers Tyres Sprint Car International. Nice steady line, and they roar into action, and Rick Unger took the lead from Tatnall, then Ian Sams, Jack Hewitt, Danny Smith, Gary Rush 3rd last, Bob Blacklaw 2nd last, Tim Green is last of all, but it's Rick Unger showing the way at the moment. In 2nd place Ian Sams, moving up past George Tatnall. Then comes Jack Hewitt, followed by Danny Smith and Gary Rush. Then comes Tim Green, and Bob Blacklaw is hopelessly out of it at the moment. Through turn 3 and 4, the race leader is Rick Unger. Unger's the leader, followed by Sands. Here's Hewitt trying to come through on the inside of Tatnall. Tatnall is running third at the moment. Hewitt is waiting for the blast at him. Here's Hewitt now, moving up to Tatnall. And Tatnall is the man who's holding out Hewitt at this stage. Unger is the leader. In second place, Sands. In third place, we've got Tatnall, holding Jack Hewitt at bay at the moment. Then Danny Smith, then Gary Rush. Tim Green is second last. Bob Blacklaw is last of all. But it's Rick Unger, the United States flyer, showing Ian Sands the way. Here's Hewitt with a chance to get through on the inside of Tatnall. Tatnall came back strongly though at Hewitt, and Tatnall holds down third. Hewitt is running fourth. Danny Smith trying to come through on the inside of Hewitt. Can't do it at the moment. Rush can't get anywhere near them. And then Green and Blacklaw. But it's Unger. Look at Sands setting out after Unger though. Unger's not having it all his own way at the moment. Sands is starting to peg him back. Tatnall, Hewitt and Smith having a tremendous struggle for third, fourth and fifth. At the moment it's Unger clear of Sands, but look at this pack of Tatnall, Hewitt and then Smith. Three of them howling through turn 1 and 2, and Tatnall is still holding them at bay. He still can't get hold of these. There's the checkered flag for Unger. He's first. Second to Sands. Then Tatnall. Oh, close. Tatnall. Probably Smith. Then Hewitt. Then Rush. Then Green. And then Blacklaw. Bob Tunks and Bill Sutherland, the two qualifiers from the earlier heat. Tatnall, Green. Rush is at the back of the pack again. That must be of his own choosing, I'd say. Blacklaw and Smith. And the green flag drops, away they go. The Western Australian Sutherland charged them into turn 1. Tim Green slid through beautifully on the inside of Tunks to go up into second place. Tunks back to third. Let's keep our eye on the American Charger up front though. That's Tim Green. And the Western Australian Bill Sutherland holding him at bay. Then Tunks and the United States driver Danny Smith. George Tatnall and the United States driver Jackie Hewitt. But now let's see whether the United States driver Tim Green can pick off the Western Australian sandgroper Bill Sutherland. Oh, a beautiful slide there by Green to try and get through on the inside of Sutherland. He couldn't quite do it though as Sutherland came back at him. Oh, look at Green! Look at Tim Green! Oh dear, no trouble whatsoever right round the outside, and Green goes to the lead. Sutherland back to second. Danny Smith is third now. The other United States driver starting to come on hard in third spot, trying to pick up Bill Sutherland up front. But you can put your glasses down. This is Tim Green at his earth-shattering best. Tim Green flying around the Motordrome. This is an individual lap time on Green. He's charging to the line. Look at this time, 14.65. He's really mobile. Sutherland is in second place. That's the Western Australian driver. Then Danny Smith. Then comes Jackie Hewitt in fourth place at the moment, starting to make up some ground. Gary Rush is really right out of things tonight. Rick Unger is going to be first. Tim Green is first. Second place goes to Sutherland. Then comes Danny Smith, followed by Jack Hewitt. Next is Bob Tunks. Then came Tatnall, Rush, Blacklaw and Sands. What it was. Then comes Worthington running fourth, and at the back of the pack is Graham Scott. Terry McAvoy have trouble running him down from there. I think McAvoy's nothing there. Walsh trying hard to pick up the ground. Walsh is trying a little too hard and getting up too high on the circuit. 33.234 in the win to Terry Becker.
All right, we've got them all mobile in this French Brothers Tyres Sprint Car All-Star Trophy Dash. Now they've got to do it quickly here, 6 laps only, no time for mistakes. Make a boo-boo here and you can kiss it bye-bye birdie. So Green, of course, being the fastest qualifier, has the pole. Sams is up there in the 3. Sams hiked the wheel up there very high and went wide. Danny Smith wasn't able to gain much ground on him, and at the tail of the field is Sutherland, but it's Jack Hewitt the leader. Hewitt away here from Green, followed then by Sam Smith and Sutherland in that order, but Hewitt and Green having their own personal battle out front here. There's 1 lap to run from here, and Jack the Jet has it sewn up. Jack Hewitt down the straightaway from Tim Green, followed by Sams, then coming Danny Smith from Bill Sutherland, but it's all over Hewitt. Oh yes sir, he's a master at this, and down the straightaway he comes to the checkered flag, and it's Jack Hewitt first. Hewitt in 6, Green in 20, and Sams in 3. Hewitt in 6, Green in 20, Sams in 3, then came Smith in 18, and behind him was Sutherland in the 23.
Tonight Jack had the opportunity to come out in a trophy dash event here at the Newcastle International Motordrome in his Bob Trossel Racing Sprinter, and it is with great pleasure on behalf of French Brothers Tyres, the sponsors of tonight's program, and the Newcastle International Motordrome, I get the chance to give you a trophy to put on your sideboard. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. All we can do is thank Wilkie Head. They're sponsoring us tonight, and the Ampol station there in Bearsfield. They've been a big help for letting us work on the car and everything, and now we got our work cut out for us because we got 30 laps or whatever for the feature, and we got to start back a little ways.
Well, Jack, we wish you the best of luck in the feature tonight. We hope that maybe another trophy for the sideboard in that.
Thank you very much.
15 sprinters on the circuit and ready to roll. Now this is inverted 10s, which means that the fastest time from the time trials will start position 10. Second fastest 9 and so on. So a couple of these fellows might have lied doggo up the front. Gary Rush and Bob Tunks and Bob Blacklaw. Known in the circles as sandbagging.
Yeah, not quite sledgy.
No.
Or a good old Aussie being bloody foxy.
Well, we'll see if their tactics pay off. The Americans aren't that far behind them. $5,000 lies ahead. And the green flag waves to send them charging into turn 1. Bob Tunks, Bob Blacklaw and Gary Rush. Gary Rush going quickly around. Blacklaw moves up into second place, looking to come through on the inside of Tunks. George Tandler up very high on the wall. So too is the American driver Unga high up on the wall. And Hewitt came through on the inside of him. But it's Bob Tunks leading the way at the moment. Gary Rush building up on the outside of Tunks, takes up
Gary Rush now, slowly but surely being overhauled by Danny Smith. The American really flying. He hasn't had a good season here, but he's really after Rushy now as they come out of turn 4. And it's Gary Rush of Australia, Danny Smith of the USA. Back in third place at the moment is Bob Tunks. Here's Tunks passing us now. Then Blackmore from Hewitt, followed by Sutherland and Sams. But let's keep an eye on the two front runners here. And that's Rush, the leader. Smith is just behind him now, and we've got a yellow light situation. No, they've flashed them off again. And they're still... No, Smith stopped. Smith stopped. He saw the yellow. Smith stopped. He saw the yellow light flash. I think he's got problems, Rod. May well have trouble. I think the car has given him problems. Well, so that's bad luck for him, because this stoppage would have brought Rush back to the field. So it's Rush back to the field. And there's the green for the restart. 17 laps to go for Gary Rush. Then Bob Tunks, Bob Blacklaw and Jack Hewitt. Now Hewitt's got to try and get past Tunks and Blacklaw to see if he can possibly get out after Rush. Oh, Tunks held him up badly there. Hewitt got hammered, allowed Sutherland to come back at him, and Blacklaw got through into second. Oh, Tim Green's back onto the wall. There's Hewitt through into third place, and he's really trying to get out after them. Rush, keeping it down tight and low. Then comes Blacklaw, followed by Hewitt, Tunks, Sutherland and Sams, with Green and Unger, the next two drivers. Now this car isn't going as well as Rush wants it to go. It's handling poorly in the corners, and you'll notice that Blacklaw's getting closer, and so is Hewitt. And there could be a problem for Rushy here. Hewitt is sliding through on the inside of Blacklaw, and I'd say that Hewitt's going to take this one. There's 14 laps to run, and you watch this car of Rush's. It's just not handling on the corners. And Rush into the corner, but Jack the Jet Hewitt is after him. It's a tyre. Yes, the tyre for Rush is gone. It's just not handling at all. You watch it come round the corner. It's his back tyre going to roll off the rim, I'd say. Watch it, this outside back tyre. And it's absolutely flat. It is flat. There's Blacklaw gone. Blacklaw's gone to Gowings, and the yellow light is on, but Jack the Jet has hit the front. And Rush has this flat tyre, Ross. Yes, he's got a flat. The right-hand rear is flat, Rod, and it's dead flat now. Yeah, he's thumping the tyre, saying, damn it. He's thumping the tyre, saying, damn it. There's no red light. He won't be able to change it. Under a red, he could. Them's the rules of racing. The Western Australian's going to have to retire too. And there's the green. Only Ian Sams trying to hold the floor. Look at that wheel hike of Sams. Hewitt's the leader. He'll dictate his own race now. Sams in second place. Green running third. Then comes Unger, followed by Tatnall. Next is Walsh, then Becker. Oh, Sams almost lost it, and Green's gone. Green has gone. The American, I think, might have suffered a flat tyre, and Sams has gone. So it's Hewitt from Unger, then Tatnall. But something went wrong when Green got a cloud. Here's Walsh going for a spin. So we've got Hewitt in front of Unger now in second spot. Then Tatnall running third. Walsh is fourth, and what a dramatic change has come over this race in the concluding laps. Now the right-hand rear wheel of Becker is not too good either. Keep a look at it on it coming down the straightaway, but it's Jack the Jet Hewitt, the leader. Hewitt leading away and very comfortable about it at the moment too. No question about it. He's going to drive the race, as Ross said. He will do it in his own time, and that's Jack Hewitt, the leader. Jack Hewitt, untroubled. There's Unger in second place from Tatnall, followed by Walsh. Then coming, that right-hand rear wheel of Becker's is going to go. I'm certain it is. That right-hand rear wheel of Becker's in trouble. but it's still Hewitt from Unger. Hewitt, Unger and Tatnall, and the big deal is between Tatnall and Unger at the moment, because Hewitt has the race sewn up. But whether or not Tatnall can pin Unger back here or not, I don't know, but Tats is having a good shot at it. Then comes Walsh, who's doing pretty well. Becker's wheel doesn't look good at all. Then Blacklaw from Worthington, and there's Hewitt. Just doing it as he pleases, really. Jack Hewitt from Rick Unger, followed by George Tatnall, then Walsh. There's Becker coming out of the turn a little awkwardly. Behind him is Blacklaw. There goes Hewitt underneath Worthington. A long way back then is the second place man, Rick Unger, and George Tatnall right on his exhaust pipe now. Look at the clash as they come through the corner here. But it's still Hewitt the leader. Jack Hewitt doing it exactly as he likes. There's Unger and Tatnall. Hewitt underneath the timer. He'll get the 1 lap to go flag here. There's Hewitt into the corner. Hewitt well away. And here's Tatnall having a go at Unger and getting through on the inside of him. Tatnall has hit second place from Unger. The tyre's gone. Look at Unger's tyre. Can he hang on to it? It's as flat as a pancake, I think. The tyre stripped off. Walsh is underneath him, but it's Hewitt. Here's Tatnall coming home in second place, then Walsh in third. And look at the tyre of Unger. It's gone. It's just stripped the whole guts out of it. And he drove it for that last 2 laps, absolutely flat, and the centre torn right out of it.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you. I guess we got to thank the French brothers because they're the ones that sponsored this race, and without them, I tell you, the sponsors, the fans, Peter Gerbiel, without them, my sponsors are Hoosier, Valvoline, Wilkie Heads, Champion Spark Plugs, and Bob Trossel. You know, it takes everybody to make the racing team. Without you, Gerbiel and everybody else, I just want to thank everybody, and we'll see you back here later on in the year.
Okay, second placing, well done Jack Hewitt on a win in the feature. Second placing and driving, I think, better than I've ever seen him drive tonight, George Tatnall.
Congratulations, George. Hang on.
You drove well tonight.
Oh, we're still not right there with the car, Ross, but we're getting closer every night. I just feel sorry for Gary and the other boys that had to pull out, but we've been in the same position as what they are, and that's what racing's all about, and that's what gets the spectators back every week. The unexpected on Speedway is what gives it the thrills and spills. But I'd like to thank French Brothers for putting up these trophies once again. I'm sorry that we're not on the Goodyear tyres that they sell, but the Hoosiers run pretty quick. Also, my sponsors, Winfield, Valvoline and TAA. I'd like to thank Joe, Graham, Billy and Johnny and all the boys on the crew, and Steve Razier who give us a hand during the week. Thanks very much.
Congratulations to George Tatnall, and a very happy crew down here too, because to step into a feature win in third place I think would be one of the highlights of his career. John Walsh, third spot, congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations, John.
Thanks a lot.
You must be a happy boy.
Oh yeah, a bit lucky, but I suppose you've got to hang in there and go as quick as you can.
You keep going a little bit better each time here at the Motordrome, and been one of the stars of the season.
Hopefully, yeah. A bit disappointing the last time here, but I suppose tonight was a pretty good effort. I've got to thank all the people that helped us out. Dennis Farr with his engine, and Alan Felsh, Tim Green, he helped us with the car a little bit, and Dutchie's Total, my old man, the family, and all the fellas on the crew and friends and everything, and French Brothers Tyres for this trophy, and that. Thanks very much.
We certainly do thank Dev French from French Brothers Tyres and all the guys for the feature.